Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to start writing our backstory and first scene of our new original fairy tale. So yesterday I had you come up with the elements of your fairy tale. So I'm showing you mine right now. My characters are two cats, Callie and Ike. I have an evil witch, and I have Crookshanks, the stray cat, who's going to be my hero, who's going to save the day. My setting is in a city neighborhood in summertime. In the beginning of my story, Callie and Ike, those two cats, live happily at their home, but they want to go to the park. They're getting bored. In the middle of my story, they're going to escape the house and go to a park, and they're going to meet an evil witch. And at the end, the witch is going to try to capture the cats, but Crookshanks, that stray cat, is going to come and scratch the witch and save the day. So my problem is Callie and Ike get captured by the evil witch. Before that, they were bored. And then my solution is Crookshanks, the stray cat, is going to save the day by scratching the evil witch. So if we remember what a backstory is, let me read here. The backstory, this is like the beginning of a story where you introduce the characters, the setting, and the problem or the situation of the story. Like in my story, I have an initial problem that the cats are bored, but then there's going to be another problem later when they meet the evil witch. So here's an example from a tale you know. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there lived a beautiful and kind girl named Cinderella. She was given that name by her three evil stepsisters and stepmother. They made poor Cinderella cook and clean and do all the household chores. So again, the backstory just starts with once upon a time. It introduces where and the characters and the setting and the problem. It does not go into any events. The events will come in the first scene. So let's go back to my story now. Here's my story. This is my backstory. Once upon a time, in a small town in Wisconsin, there lived two friendly cats named Ike and Callie. They lived in a cozy little house with their owner. They were happy cats, but more than anything, wanted to get out of the house and explore the park across the street. So, boys and girls, for your backstory that you'll write today, you're going to start maybe with one day or once upon a time. You're going to talk about your setting, your characters, and what they want. Then you're going to start your first scene, which is the beginning. So if you look at your planning paper, this would be the beginning section. So here goes mine. And I'm remembering everything I know about writing a fairy tale. I'm using transition words. I have talking. I'm telling the story bit by bit. So here's mine. So one day, Callie said to Ike, "Do you want to go on an adventure and get out of this house?" "Are you sure it's safe?" Ike asked nervously. "You worry too much," laughed Callie. So the two cats hatched a plan. They would sneak out the door when their owner left the next morning. They would then head to the park for a day's adventure and return by night. They went to sleep that night, excited and happy with their sneaky plan. So, again, I shared my backstory, which was first, which was explaining the characters, the setting, and kind of what the problem, well, I didn't share this problem yet. I just shared that they were bored. Okay, and then I started the beginning, that they're at the house and they are talking and they just make a plan to escape and get to the park. Tomorrow I'll add on my second and third scene, which is the middle and the end. So you are going to do this today, boys and girls. You are going to go into Google Docs like you did before when you did your first. Here I am. Sorry about that. You're going to go into Google Docs and type up your backstory and your first scene. So if you remember, you go on Docs. You all downloaded Docs. It was that blue notebook-looking app. You're going to open it up and you're going to hit the plus sign to start a new document. Give it a title and type up your backstory. Then I want you to skip a line and then do your first scene. Okay, and I will have my examples that I did today on your on the slides to share with you. All right, I've been seeing some really great planning sheets. I'm really excited to see what you type up on Google Docs. All right, thanks, boys and girls.